Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa V3. We are in the middle of the trial for the murder of Ryoma. So here we go. Disagreement?
What? A disagreement? You mean you're split down the middle again? Then the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
Yippee! We've been waiting for this!
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
It seems like our opinions are split on this matter. But if we focus on the evidence, the facts will become clear. All I have to do is show them and make them accept it. If I can't get them to see the truth now, my lie would have been for nothing. I won't fail. Alright, it's time for split opinion. When was the body put in the tank? Next morning during nighttime.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others, before the announcement.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
Himiko!
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Kaito!
Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I've got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself. But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too!
This is our answer! It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could. I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. The curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it!
I know! They used the ladder in the gym! You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right? So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
No, I don't think that method is possible, because the ladder couldn't have been used like that in the crime. I can prove it.
That's it! The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage. If you used the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it. The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage. And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage. Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy.
Then Gonta used his tard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies. Or ladders.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with. It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible.
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Do you have the answer then?
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with the truth.
I actually don't know that yet.
What?
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
Seriously?
Serves you right. You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty.
Dudes just need to shut up and take their licks.
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for. Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi!
I know. I have to do something, but...
I don't know what to do. I haven't figured that out yet. Damn it. Am I really not good enough? Am I no good as a detective? I can't do this. I can't.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
What?
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out.
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it. We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
Where he was killed?
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
Yes, that's it. We were so caught up in where the body was found, when we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's strange.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
That's important to remember. It's not as if everyone here wants us to find the truth. One of us is trying to sabotage this trial.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
Himikawa under the bridge?
If we can determine where this all started, we can determine how it ended. Yes, it's much too soon to quit. The trial's only just begun.
Thank you, Maki. That was a helpful insight.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice. First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drown in toilet? Impossible.
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the
That's wrong! The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime. No swimming is allowed at nighttime, so a living person could not have gone in.
Yep, a dead body is fine because it's just an object. But if a living person entered the pool, I think I might cry.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying. In the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
Anyway, we can conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
Where was Ryoma killed if not pool? Is there other place where water can be stored?
Where was Ryoma killed? I know there's some kind of clue.
This is it! The sink in Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
And I believe those scratches were caused by... This is it! The handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Oh yeah, sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room. The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Because Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank. I am certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
So the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab's sink.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
Stop! Please stop!
But how did culprit handcuff Ryoma? He could have used Shikuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him. Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by... whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed. Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
So we all agree Ryoma was drowned in the sink in his lab, right? That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
All right, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
But how did the culprit carry his body to the gym from there? Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
Was there a shortcut?
What shortcut between Ryoma's lab and the gym did the culprit use?
There! The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. Except the one in Ryoma's lab. And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Do you think the culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window. How's that? Mission complete!
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier. The gym window was too high to reach from the pool side, even if one used the ladder.
That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Not necessarily. We learned a lot of important information. Now that I'm sure the scene of the crime was Ryoma's lab, the case is becoming clearer. To determine how the body got from the crime scene to where it was found, I have to figure out how to get from the third floor window to the gym. Alright then, I have to analyze the possible methods and find the most likely. Okay, this is a new game. I forgot we hadn't played this yet. Psych Taxi. I'm just gonna skip through the explanation, but essentially, it is Crazy Taxi. But you gotta run over these question blocks, these Mario Kart question blocks, and form the question. And then after that, it's just like the snowboarding one in Danganronpa 2. You just gotta answer based on a multiple choice. Except this one has prostitutes in it, so it's better. Okay, the bow was rogue. The body was brought from where? Gotcha. The body was brought from the lab door. Whoops. The body was brought from the lab window. There you go. You can see how you can kill prostitutes. Oops. Next question. Oh! Nice. Yes. Body was brought from the gym to the gym from there. Gym window. Only one more slot in my car. Next question. Monokuma! Yes! That's good. That's good. That's very good. How was it moved from the classroom window to the gym window? From window to window. There's the summary.
It connects.
I've got it! Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window. I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
No, I don't believe he was thrown. But perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
My mic was muted. I did read that line. Okay. Well, it's probably the rope.
There! The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal. What mysterious mystery? During last night's preparations for the show, that rope. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason. It's a mysterious mystery. Only Atua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
So they did use the rope! That's how they bridged the distance between both windows!
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows...
According to the sign at the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet. And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Wait, who said that?
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, going to think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope. There was only one, though.
Oh, then it impossible. Sorry.
No, I'm sure there was another rope. Or at least something that could be used as a rope.
This is it! The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so... First, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side. And tie cable to other window. Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together. That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Wow! That's amazing, Gonta! You're so knowledgeable.
It's nothing. Going to use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Eureka! I got it! Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. But in my case, it's 100% inspiration!
We get it. Just tell us already.
They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan!
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Tarzan? But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Not just the rope.
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank. They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
You're confusing me. You were definitely onto something. It's true that the culprit needed to place the body directly into the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. And they would have only had one shot at it, no second chances. So obviously the culprit would have wanted to put the body in the tank carefully, meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. The problem is, how did they get near it? All that we know right now is that there was a rope that connected the windows. Somehow, the culprit used that to move the body and were close to the window themselves. To make that work, they had to have used something else. But what would that be? What could they have done?
All right, Shuichi. The stage is finally set.
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial. It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event. And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick. I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do this. I will solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Something was used with the rope to move the body between the windows. Think. Come on, think. Hangman's Gambit. Quite a famous Hangman's Gambit, this one. I will never forget the answer to this Hangman's Gambit. I will forget apparently how to show some of the answers, but how do I make the light come up? It's not that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. The answer is ropeway. And a lot of people get very angry because very few people know the words ropeway.
Yes, that's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that?
Wow, you got drain damage or something? You'd need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
No, there definitely was. The culprit used it to move the body along the rope. Oh my gosh. Okay, mine, new game. This is a this is an odd game. I mean, it's a decent little game, but there's not much really going on. You just clear away blocks like so. It's kind of hard to have any sort of strategy with a game like this. And then once you've found the answer that you're looking for, you click it. Like that.
I see it. It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows. And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported two people. The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym. Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules? It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay. Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Eh?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh, shit!
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
His foot? Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Pops?
Uh-oh. Daddy's mad at you now.
Huh?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
Monodum's right.
Monosuke, you better thank Monodum. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder? That's some crazy-ass shit! But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
The reason the culprit left it in the pool is obvious.
That's it! Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope, the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, Water's still too low to drag tube in.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them.
Ha! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Well, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up.
Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. We're so close. We're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Yes, I have a good idea of who the culprit is.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Yeah, I need to believe in my detective work. This whole setup would have had to been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that narrows the list of suspects. Alright, this is your guessing time.
It has to be you! There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit!
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake. I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube!
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
To force Kirumi to implicate herself, my logic has to be airtight. There's a hole in her story somewhere. I just have to stay calm and find it.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed
at nighttime. You have no alibi, do you?
An
alibi for nighttime?
I
believe most of us do not have one. I have evidence that proves you're the culprit! Do you think we would fall for such nonsense? The trick relied on complex
mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
That's wrong! No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion! While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
We're about to shut down.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
I'll cut through your words! I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Is Kirumi quiet cause that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone!
For everyone?
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
What? Where is this coming from? Her response seems genuine. So, what did she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? No, I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Kaito?
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to Atua?
Yes, really. So please believe me. I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to!
Kirumi!
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else.
Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
Gota just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well.
She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. So it's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am—
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit. I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body. If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit? Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
What truth? All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
No more doubts. I'm confident that I'm right. I'm gonna present to everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty.
This is it! The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle, because like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym, but how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Finding out how that black fabric fits into this is the key to everything. I'll make it all clear now. Okay.
You are incorrect.
Alright. Let's see if I... Oh my gosh.
What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone.
Alright, I'm putting my bang dream skills.
You are incorrect. What is this truth? In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die! I completely understand your reasoning.
Oh my
gosh. But I will never accept it.
Hello?
It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit.
Oh my gosh.
You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it.
Oh my gosh.
It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit.
Final blow.
What does that piece of trash prove?
It ends here! The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't bare-handed.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and
it fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Kirumi, will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed. But Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. I faced the truth and doubted it, and kept thinking, and kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
Closing argument. Alright. Okay, what do we got? Okay. Put that there. Let's see. Put that there. It's a gym one. So there. And this is tank lid, which I don't have. Oops. Oh, that was wrong. Oh, this. Right. Then this. Really? Wait. I guess I'm stupid. This goes here. And then piranha swimming in the tank. Oh, damn it! That's the handcuffs. There it is. Nice. Oh, hanged in a tube. There. I was using the regular inner tube. And there. Done.
This is the truth of the case! The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. In truth, the crime began last night around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym and used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind. Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime. And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid? Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi.
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
But we don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodem, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off! It's voting time!
Alright. Hello? There we go.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
One for me for good luck.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
A's. Look at all those A's. Damn. Pretty nice. Alright, let's see how many voices I can remember how to do.
Oh my! You all voted correctly. What an unexpected and unpredictable outcome. The blackened who killed Ryoma Hoshi is Kurumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. Yay! Bravo! Bravo!
Thank goodness.
Phew. Thank goodness we managed to get through the class trial again.
You gotta be kidding me!
There's nothing good about this at all. Why? Why did it have to be Kurumi?
Yeah.
Truly, this result was unexpected.
Wait!
How can you be so calm about it?
No way.
But Gonta no can believe it. Kurumi was so helpful for everyone. Same Kurumi is also culprit.
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, how long have you been lying to us?
The truth is
that why you took such good care of us? So you could deceive everyone?
Huh?
You mean she's not my mom?
Hey!
She was never your fucking mom.
Damn it.
Hey Kurumi, tell me, why? You were always thinking about everyone around you. How could you kill someone?
Human beings have always been selfish, self-centered creatures. That's why I hate humans. They burn down the forests we call homes. They pollute the rivers we drink from. I'll never forgive humans.
no way!
But is that really a reason to destroy them? Some humans are really nice.
Shut up!
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Enough with the commentary already.
Say,
Well, Kurumi, were your feelings towards us simply another falsehood?
How?
No, it can't be. Say it ain't so. That was just another lie, too.
No.
I don't think so.
What?
I still believe... I didn't read that line. I still believe Kurumi cares about us. And how would you know? I can't say for certain, but I can sense that this trial's been agonizing for her. You can't say for certain, That is what a detective would say. Kurumi, are you upset because of the people important to you?
You mean like from the motive video? So Kurumi watched hers after all?
Earlier, Kurumi mentioned that she had accepted a request. Perhaps that request came from someone important in her motive video.
What's wrong?
Do you have nothing to say for yourself?
I do not agree.
No, that's not it. I'm just lost. Because if I tell you why I did it, you will regret what you've just done. Regret?
Damn.
Spit it out already. Otherwise, we can't accept this outcome.
Please!
Please, Kurumi, tell us. I care about you a lot, and I know the others care about you too. So please.
Understood.
Very well. Then, if you are all so desperate to know,
I shall take that request.
I will consider this a final request and tell you everything.
Well, you know.
No more lies then. You better just tell us the truth, please and thank you.
Yes,
Yes, I understand.
that is correct.
Your reasoning was exactly right. The reason I murdered Ryoma was because of what I saw in my motor video. As I thought, you did indeed watch your video. Does that mean someone broke the agreement and traded you your motor video? Alright, fess up! Which one of you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hand if it was you!
What are you saying?
Why would the one raising their hand need to close their eyes?
May I?
That won't be necessary. I did not trade my motor video with anyone.
Huh? If you didn't trade with anyone, how'd you see a motive video?
Hey,
Perhaps Kurumi received her own motor video.
Huh?
Huh? You mean she had her own motor video from the start?
Yes.
Correct. No one had my motor video but me, the video's intended recipient. I have no idea why.
The fuck's going on?
That's not possible! Monokuma, what the hell's going on? You know, I meant to bring this up earlier because it's been bugging me for a while. All this talk about videos being switched. What does that mean exactly? Yeah, don't play dumb. You're the one who switched up all the motor videos.
No.
No, I didn't. Huh? Oh, was I not supposed to ask that? Did you cubs screw up again?
Huh? Not supposed to.
Dumbass! It's Monofeni's fault. She passed him out without checking the names.
What? I didn't know. Monotaro should have checked the names too. Wait a minute. I didn't remember passing out any videos. It was my fault.
Yeah?
What?
I'm sorry.
I apologize. I should have been more careful.
No.
No, Monodam, it's not your fault.
Okay.
It's all our fault. I'm sorry too. It seems I misunderstood. I completely forgot that the plan all along was to redistribute the videos. Daddy!
Hey,
It's not your fault at all, kids. It's my fault for forgetting.
Father!
Okay.
Thank goodness.
What? What the hell's this mushy feel-good crap?
You stupid.
You're all idiots. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears.
Well now.
I'm sorry to cause so much trouble. Please continue your boring conversation.
I see.
I see. The Monocubs will merely distributed the motor videos at random. Receiving my own video was nothing more than bad luck.
Oh, I see.
So you just watched it without knowing why it was given to you?
Hey!
What was in your video?
What's wrong?
Well, you promised to tell us everything.
Yes.
I will tell you the truth in its entirety, but I doubt that everyone will believe it.
So.
If that's the case, why don't we all watch the motor video together?
That's right.
Yes, that would be much better. Let's hurry before Daddy gets bored again.
How thorough of you. Yet I suppose it is better this way. Perhaps the truth will be easier to believe if you witness it with your own eyes. After Kurumi had spoken, the Monocubs began playing the video.
All right! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day, she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country. He asked Kirumi to
Make this country great again.
and transferred all his authority to her. No one suspected that the Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country. And over time, she became the de facto Prime Minister. Only Kirumi could save the country from impending doom. Yes, The future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders. But Kirumi is up to the task, for she only accepts requests that only she can fulfill. She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
Huh?
It can't be.
What?
What the hell? The Prime Minister?
Yes.
Everything you just saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching the video. Remembered?
Wait!
Please, hold on. That video is true?
What is this?
That's ridiculous! There's no way Kurumi's really the Prime
I do
Minister.
not agree.
No, it's the truth. I am Kurumi Tojo, the ultimate maid, and the most important people
This
to
is
me
my
are
selfless
the
devotion.
citizens of this country.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens. As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past, but he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis. I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
What did I do?
You're literally confusing the shit out of me, cause this makes no sense and I gotta take a dump.
I see.
I see. So Kurumi was the real Prime Minister running the country behind the scenes.
Huh?
How can you seriously believe that a high schooler could be a Prime Minister?
You really don't get it.
I don't think it's odd that an ultimate level talent could be that powerful. I mean, Keyboy's talent lets him pretend to be human even though he's a heartless robot.
How rude!
How rude! I am not pretending. I am still learning.
I see.
I see. Well, good luck, I guess.
Incredible.
I was aware of Kurumi's impressive talents, but Prime Minister...
But...
Then Kurumi really is Prime Minister. She holds the burden of country's future.
Actually,
The motive video aside, Kurumi doesn't seem like she'd lie about something like that.
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, I get that Kurumi's really important, but what was that unprecedented crisis?
I do not know.
I don't know, actually. Why can't I remember? With our memories lost.
That's...
Wait, isn't this just like the Ultimate Hunt?
That is correct.
Perhaps it is connected to the Ultimate Hunt.
Huh?
The Ultimate Hunt is connected to this unprecedented crisis facing the nation.
If that's true, how are they connected? What is the Ultimate Hunt anyway?
I do not know.
I do not know what is happening to the nation while I am here, inside the End Wall. That is why I needed to know. I needed to know what the most important people in my life were safe.
This is my selfless
Because
devotion.
I am duty and honor bound to protect every citizen of this nation.
My apologies.
That is why I needed to escape.
If so...
So you weighed our lives against the lives of everyone else in the nation. But if those are the options, of course you'd pick everyone outside, right? There's just too many lives at stake out there. And we just stopped Kurumi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live.
I don't like that.
What should we do? Did we just make a terrible mistake? If everyone outside dies because Kurumi's dead,
Why?
doesn't that mean we pretty much destroyed the country? What do we do?
Wait!
Say, what's Monokuma planning to do with the rest of humanity? You know how many people live in this country? Like 100 million, easily.
Always messing around.
No matter how powerful the mastermind is, there's no way they could really...
Bears do not lie.
Bears do not lie.
Hey,
I am the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond my power.
Huh? Nothing is beyond your power? What kind of arrogant, ridiculous...
100%.
That is 100% a lie. It is impossible that he could bring disaster to a country.
What are you trying to pull?
What's so funny?
You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway. If you can't believe it, then you're terrified for no reason. Why do humans lie? Why are humans the only animals that tell lies?
Shut up!
Hey, cut this out! This is serious.
Oh?
How long are you gonna keep talking about Kurumi?
Dang it!
Let's talk about Ryoma. It would be a shame to completely neglect him.
Oh, I see.
That's right. We know your motive to kill, but why'd you kill Ryoma specifically?
That is.
Because he was easy to kill.
Huh?
Easy to kill.
Weird!
Ryoma not that weak. When he used his Shikuchi method, even Gontano could catch.
Agree.
His physical strength was irrelevant when he did not have a reason to live.
Do you agree?
Without that, he became the weakest among us.
Huh?
What?
I took advantage of his weakness and killed him.
What do you mean?
That is.
I told him I had urgent matters to discuss and to meet him in this research lab on the 3rd floor. There, I revealed my motive video, and afterward I told him...
That is correct.
I am responsible for the lives of every citizen of this nation, so I must escape this place. He then responded.
Got it.
So, you got a reason to survive. That's the complete opposite of me. That's good. If you've got something to live for, it means your life has value.
After he said that, he told me he would clean up the tennis balls lying around.
And then, he turned his back toward me. At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew. He forfeited his life right then and there. That is correct.
That is when I decided I must sacrifice his life for my nation and my people. Then Ryoma knew he was going to be killed.
But...
Wait a minute. It's Maki's fault that Ryoma decided he didn't want to live anymore.
What?
Because...
Ryoma only gave up his life after you showed him his motive video. Well, since you didn't watch his motive video, I guess you had no way of knowing.
What are you talking about?
What's your point?
Wait!
Wait a minute. You're talking as if Ryoma saw that motive video. Didn't you just say he only checked the name and didn't watch the video? Huh? Did I say that?
Huh?
What are you getting at?
Well, you know...
I probably shouldn't say anything, but someone has to step up and speak for poor Ryoma.
I told you.
Again, what's your point? That he gave up on life because I showed him his motive video?
I'll get to that in a sec, but why do you think Ryoma wanted to see his motive video? Because he was looking for a reason to live. Isn't that right, Maki?
Why?
How do you know that?
What?
Swap motive videos? Didn't we agree not to show them to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Because once you watch them, you got a motive to kill. But if it shows someone important to me, I'd really like to see that.
Hey.
Any idea who'll be in the video?
No.
I don't. That's why I want to see it. Once I know I've got someone important to me, I'll have a reason to live.
Jeez.
If I've got a reason to live, then I've got a reason to escape here with you guys.
In other words,
that video might just give me a motive to live.
please.
So please.
That's true.
You're right. He was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know...
Which means you shouldn't have shown him his motive video in the first place.
Hey!
What do you mean? What did this video show?
Nothing. His motive was empty.
Huh?
Empty?
Okie dokie.
Oh, we're up next. Let's give it a watch, shall we?
All right. Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video. Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, this message is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. Unfortunately, there is no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really, I am. You have my deepest sympathies. Sorry.
No one was important to him.
Always messing around.
That's what he was shown? If he saw something like that...
He had none to care for, and none who cared for him. He found no motive to live. Because of that, he chose to let Kurumi claim his life.
I see.
So, that's why. He must have just watched that video before I summoned him to meet with me. That says met with me. Stupid.
It can't be.
He just gave up then?
Damn.
To hell with that! That damn moron.
But...
It's bad to have no reason to live, but it's also bad to have too many reasons to live.
Because...
That's why you did such a terrible thing, right, Karumi? For too many reasons.
Yes.
You are free to judge me for killing Ryoma. I would bear the burden of being seen as evil for the sake of my nation and its people.
For everyone.
Because that is what it means to serve with selfless devotion. That's why I needed to survive. Sacrificing you all meant saving the lives of men, women, children, and elderly.
My apologies.
I wanted to live. Karumi. Monokuma. Gonta have question.
You need something?
Oh? What is it?
Hey!
Can Gonta be blackened instead of Karumi?
Huh?
What?
Gonta...
Gonta, not smart boy. But even Gonta understand what everyone's saying. Karumi should live, not Gonta. World needs her.
I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to die, but Karumi's life is way more valuable than mine. Karumi's got the lives of hundreds of people on her shoulders, right?
Unfortunately.
Logically, Karumi's survival would result in fewer casualties than our collective survival would.
Jeez. Maybe it would have been better if we'd gotten the culprit wrong.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, man.
If Karumi survives, then the nation's future will be secure. Then, what was the point of me doing all this? Why did I reveal the truth? What have I done? Was I wrong? I shouldn't have...
Shuichi!
What kind of face is that, Shuichi? If you're my sidekick, then suck it up!
Huh? What?
Hey!
And that's for all of you! To hell with all this value of life shit!
Alright!
Life's not just some thing. You can't trade it or put a price on it.
Kaito.
Listen up.
And your life doesn't just belong to you. It's for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, even your neighbors.
I mean...
It's not something you can just decide to throw away on your own.
Don't worry about it.
So we didn't do the wrong thing. Life's purpose is to be lived. As long as you stay alive, anything's possible. You can even go to the stars.
Of course!
So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I want to live. I haven't even traveled to space yet. There's no way in hell I'm gonna die here.
Jeez.
The idiot's talking again.
But
he's right. I mean, you're right too. He is an idiot, but he's right.
so divine.
Yep, he's an damned idiot. I don't know why, but idiots always fill me with inspiration.
Shut up!
Hey, shut up! I told you to stop calling me an idiot.
But...
Maybe his stupid speech is just what we needed to hear. Karumi certainly looks shaken by it. Huh? Shaken?
Because?
Do you really think someone as desperate to live as Karumi would give up so easily? Of course not! In fact, she probably still hasn't given up even now. She was hoping that learning the truth would make one of us volunteer to die in her place.
Huh?
What?
But
Monokuma would never allow a blackened to escape punishment, so maybe she wanted everyone to rebel so she could use that as cover to escape on her own. How about it, Karumi? Am I close? You are the most detestable creature I have ever met. You knew exactly what I would attempt, yet allowed me to explain anyway.
Huh?
Wait, what you just said was true?
You mean...
You tried to trick Gonta? Try to trick everyone?
Really?
Seriously? You backstabbing cunt!
Cut it out.
God. Enough. She was just trying to stay alive in her own way. Nobody can blame her for that.
That is correct.
That's right. I must survive. Because I carry the weight of an entire nation on my shoulders. I would not have killed Ryoma if I was so easily deterred. This request will not be fulfilled until I have brought joy to every citizen of this nation.
You must live.
No matter what, I cannot die. So that is why I killed Ryoma. Even now I refuse to give up. Karumi.
I see.
You still refuse to give up? So, what do you intend to do?
You must live.
I intend to live. I must survive, no matter what it takes. If I must debase myself, so be it. I will drink filth and eat carrion to survive.
I will survive!
I will do anything to survive. She screamed, and then she started running. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was a completely undignified exit.
I have to escape! I won't die here!
There's no way I'm letting you out of here.
It was ugly and raw and feral. She just ran as fast as she could. I heard my voice call out. Run!
Damn it!
Run! Run, Kurumi!
Please run!
Please run!
Hurry!
Run! Please hurry! Hurry! Run!
Hey,
Like I said, I'm not letting you leave.
please!
Please, run!
I will live! I refuse to die in a hellhole like this!
Now then, I've prepared a special punishment for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
For my nation! For my people!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I will not die!
Really?
Why, Monodam? Why'd you kill Monosuke?
It's okay.
If you need to vomit, let it out. You will feel much better afterward. Monosuke, he was no different from Monokid. He was getting in the way of us getting along.
It's fine.
We don't need him.
Eh?
Don't need him.
Let's get along.
We few remaining Monocubs must get along.
We are all
No
friends.
matter what, we must always get along. Not even Father can stop us from getting along.
I will not
Not if he
forgive
knows what is good for him. Eh?
that. Wonderful.
This academy belongs to us. The age of the Monocubs begins now. Ha ha ha. How dare you take that rebellious tone with me, young man?
That's nice.
This angsty attitude of yours is just so cute.
You're so...
It's so cute now your little crew is shrunk by one member. Yep, shrunk. You're not getting any larger, you know.
You're so freaking cute.
It's so unbearably cute. All this cuteness makes me feel like I'm about to sneeze. Ugly bitch! Who you calling an ugly bitch?
Stop it.
It doesn't matter. Now's not the time for that.
Kurumi.
I don't like that.
I can't take this anymore. Even Kurumi was killed so brutally. I don't want to do this anymore. Am I gonna end up like that too?
I'll protect you.
I won't let that happen, Himiko. I'll protect you no matter what. I'll protect you no matter what. But I don't want to do this anymore either. Please just
let's just stop this killing game. I don't care if we stay trapped here forever.
Come on!
Oh, isn't that what Atua said?
'Cause Atua says
All
so.
desire, even your desire to escape this place, can corrupt you beyond redemption. It's Monokuma who's corrupt. He is the one who distributed the motive videos.
I see, yes.
Those videos were more dangerous than we thought. To have driven Kurumi that far.
That's true.
What worries me is, as long as we're trapped here, we don't know what's true or false.
Okay.
That must be why Kurumi did not want to show their videos. She thought that if everyone felt the same murderous rage that she did, this killing game would be pure chaos. She wanted to stop it.
Hey!
If that's the case, then we really shouldn't show our videos to each other.
Of course.
That was our consensus from the beginning, not including you, of course.
However,
I had assumed Kikichi would try to show us our videos to get under our skin. But that did not come to pass. What, I wonder, were his intentions? Huh? I'd never do anything like that. I'm still thinking about what Kurumi said. What Kurumi said? Everything you just saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching that video.
That's
what she said earlier, correct?
Huh?
Huh? What about it? She said she remembered, and it didn't sound like a lie either.
I see.
Maybe that video has the properties of a flashback light if it made her to remember.
What?
Huh? The properties of a flashback light?
Okay.
Still, how could Kurumi remember something she never should have forgotten? Serving the entire nation just seems too important for her to just forget. Yeah, that's true. Does that mean we have motives to kill that we will remember by watching our videos? And if that's the case, maybe it's for the best we don't watch the videos. As long as we don't see the videos, we won't know our motives.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm convinced it's probably for the best. Those motive videos would mess us up. It's better if we just believe in each other.
Yeah.
That's right! It's best that we not remember our motives for everyone's sake!
dear.
Hearing you speak of everyone's sake is the least believable lie I've ever heard.
That's so mean.
How rude! I'm always doing stuff for everyone's sake.
It's a lie.
I'm sure you won't believe me when I say stuff like that, so I'll just keep lying. But maybe seeing Kurumi's final moments has made me change my views.
Because
She tried to escape until the very end. Running away to live might not be a bad idea.
You're right.
Maybe facing the truth isn't enough.
That's right.
Yeah, true. It's okay to run sometimes. You just gotta win in the end. That's all you gotta do.
And with that, the second class trial ended for us. A Pyrrhic victory. We had still lost a friend. What is the end Kaito spoke of? And how do we reach it? I don't know. I still don't know. When we returned from the courtroom, the area was already blanketed in darkness.
For now,
We should rest. To me, that seems the most rational course of action.
You're right.
Yeah, my brain's out of juice from going full throttle all day.
Why, you?
Like you even had a brain to use.
I won't forgive you!
Anyway, this killing game is over. I won't allow it to go on.
It'll be okay.
It'll be fine. As long as we listen to Atua, we'll all be just fine.
What's wrong?
What's wrong, Kota? Why are you staring up at the sky? It's just, even when all this bad stuff happens, stars are always so pretty. But stars here are different. Not the same ones Gonta used to. Different? Do you mean the position of the stars? Yeah, Gonta looking, but no one can find the star he remembers.
Why?
But why? Were we taken somewhere far away? Far away.
Hey, so
Hey, let's all head back already. I'm wiped out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, hold on. I have to tell you guys something.
huh?
What now? Like I said, I'm wiped out.
Now, it won't take that long, so just listen to what I have to say.
what is it?
Well then, what is it you have to say? Everyone seems to be treating me like some sort of compulsive liar.
You get it?
But that's ridiculous. There's a way worse liar than me in our group.
Huh?
A liar worse than you? I'm talking about Maki.
Huh?
What?
What?
What do you mean Maki's a liar?
Maki admitted it during the class trial, remember? Ryoma wanted her to show him his motive video, because he was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know.
But that wasn't the whole story. Ryoma was blackmailing you, wasn't he, Maki?
Huh?
Blackmail? Ryoma just so happened to discover Maki's true identity. So he used that to blackmail her. I bet he said something like, "If you don't show me my motive video, I'll tell everyone what you really are." That's why Maki didn't want us to know she met with Ryoma.
Which means...
She wanted to keep her true identity a secret. That's why she kept quiet until the last minute.
Hold on!
Why you... What shit are you making up now? Maki's true identity? What?
I've known Maki's true identity the whole time. For a moment there, I thought Maki had disappeared. She moved so fast.
You know, this is an interesting turn of events. But would you really kill me in front of everyone?
Hey, Maki, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, you can probably snap my neck like a twig right now, but that's not your style. You would rather kill from the shadows, right, Miss Ultimate Assassin?
Alright, that brings an end to this video. See you next time.